going on, guys? Welcome back to Straight Line Solutions. I'm Tristan. Before we get started, no, those videos that you just saw, I wasn't just being a complete idiot. We do use a little safety around here. There are pipes jammed up underneath that car, and it's double checked to make sure everything's secure. I also want to apologize. I don't know how to use a GoPro yet. I had it set up, I had it recording, but apparently it was taking pictures instead of recording videos. So you guys don't get to see me pulling the transmission out of this car. Not really missing much, but that's how we did it. We popped it up on its side. I don't have a lot of high-tech tools around here. I have a crappy four-wheel drive pickup. I've got a cherry picker in the bed of it. This is my off-road tow truck, if you will. That's how we do things around here. I don't have enough money to get a lift. So, you guys want cheap, easy builds, this is the place to be subscribing to. Alright, we're starting this video off by pulling the transmission back out. We gotta pull the bell housing back out too. The transmission did not have the clutch in place when I put it in there to cut the hole. I just needed it in place so I could see where the hole needed to go. The rest is pretty straightforward. It's clutch swap. We're putting a flywheel in, putting the clutch in, putting the pressure plate in, and you can see me here. I am putting blue Loctite on all the bolts, just as a little extra precaution. And of course, after the clutch is in, we put the bell housing back in place, and we'll end up mating the transmission up later. I didn't have any help in this video to get the transmission back up in there. It's a little more of a pain in the butt to try and do by myself, so I'm going to get an extra set of hands to help me line it up in there with the clutch in place. We managed to steal the clutch pedal assembly, the brake booster, the brake master cylinder, and the whole clutch cable assembly out of this Mustang, along with pulling the transmission and bell housing. They are laying to the side. I had another transmission and bell housing already. They're already in the Lincoln. We're going to end up stealing as many parts as we possibly can off of this Mustang to make this transmission swap work before we end up hauling this thing off to the scrapyard. What you can see here, this is the parts that we stole out of the Mustang. We got the brake booster, the brake master cylinder, and the clutch pedal assembly. What we're going to end up doing is pulling the factory brake booster and brake master cylinder out, along with the brake pedal assembly on the Lincoln, and get it all completely out of the way, and then we're going to mock up the Mustang parts in place and try and drill the correct bolt holes. Even if I have to, I will weld a piece of iron in place on the firewall and drill the bolt holes out to make them work. But we're going to end up using the Mustang brake booster, master cylinder, and clutch pedal assembly on this car. And we'll just end up mating it all up to the brake lines and running the clutch cable down to the transmission, and that'll be it. We'll have a manual swapped Lincoln. We'll be trying to get the transmission slapped back in this car pretty soon and getting it all wrapped up, and then we'll be going on to goodies like exhaust and performance enhancing products, all the other good stuff, a little less boring videos out of this car. We'll end up doing the Datsun as well. It'll probably be every other week. We'll be keeping you guys up to date on what we're doing with the Datsun. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, please. I'd like to start getting our channel growing a little bit, get more videos out for you guys, and be able to do more cool builds. So stay tuned for next week's video.